Hello, everyone. This is the Crusader Historian, and today I have a treat for you. Yes, this time we're going to be talking about actual history. Can you believe it? This is my first, no, not my first. The Crusades one was my first, but my first one, my first video of history in this world. Can you believe that? Well, anyway, sorry, I still have a little bit of a cough. And today, we are going to be talking about this mysterious group called the Medjay, or the Madjay, depending on spelling, and where to start this historical video with an Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Origins. In this game, you play as the last Medjay, and I can tell you this, it is historically inaccurate. It is accurate because the character you're playing as, the last Medjay, is seen as a police officer or sheriff, and that is one of their functions. But, as you will see in the future, he was the last Medjay for a reason, but Assassin's Creed Origins made a shift in the story of the Medjay, which we will get to later. Now, the Medjay were actually a tribe in right around here, right around Kush right here. This is where the first mention of the Medjay were said, and they were referred to as a people living in the Kushite region. They were a Kushite tribe in Nubia that worked with the Egyptians to help with making fortifications and keeping order. What were one of their primary functions? Well, they were a paramilitary police force, an elite paramilitary police force like our SWAT, Special Weapons and Tactics here in the United States. They served as protectors of areas of Pharaoh's interests, and during the Middle Kingdom of Egypt and onward, they were appreciated for their skills in combat. They served in the military as spies, soldiers, scouts, and explorers. As well as sentries and scouts. So they had a lot of roles. And by the 18th century, they were an elite paramilitary police force like what I mentioned above. They looked after areas of the interest to the pharaohs like burial sites, temples, but it's around this point that during the time of the 18th dynasty, that during the New Kingdom, that the Medjay shifted from solely an ethnic tribe to an elite paramilitary force that anyone can join. And over time, more and more Egyptians were deemed able to join this elite paramilitary force. So over time, this function of this tribe was phased out, and Egyptians Egyptians gradually took over and filled their ranks. But after the 20th dynasty, the Medjay disappeared. And the 20th dynasty went and gone before the time of Alexander the Great. And so you can see where Assassin's Creed Origins botched the Medjay story. The Medjay were long gone by the time of Cleopatra. Of course, they did get a few details right. The Medjay were an elite police force. They were good at what spy, scouts, you could say special forces did, and were excellent fighters. I would like you to stop and read that quote. Okay. Mercenaries and auxiliaries are useless and dangerous. Well, I will say this explains why, or can explain why over time the Egyptians took over. I mean, it does not make sense to have a tribe of people you conquered basically do espionage work, police work, and elite military work. A tribe that you conquered and could potentially overthrow you. Overthrow you where you have plenty of loyal individuals of your people to do your job for you. However, for several centuries, loyalty of a particular group of people is actually pretty good. And it lasted since the old kingdom of Egypt. So at least 2,000 to 3,000 years, the Medjay were a loyal, capable force. So in this one case, I'll have to disagree with Machiavelli on this one. He isn't wrong on this one, but the Medjay appear to be an exception rather than the rule. But anyway, those were my thoughts. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe, comment. Have a nice day, and I'll hopefully see you later. Bye.